So, ayan no, welcome to our channel. No, our topic for today is yung PAS 20 Government Grants and Disclosure of Government Assistance. Okay? When we say government grants, no, minsan ang tawag sa government grants are subsidies, subventions, or premium. These are assistance received from the government in the form of transfers of resources in exchange for compliance with certain condition. So, nakatanggap ka ng mga economic resources para mag-comply sa mga kondisyon ng gobyerno. Okay? Ano mga example ng mga government grants? Example is yung receipt of cash, land, or non-cash asset from the government subject to compliance with certain conditions. For example, ang company mo is isa ka nasa real estate, no? Nagtatayo ka ng mga pabahay, okay? Ngayon, binigyan ka ng gobyerno, okay? Binigyan ka ni Cynthia Villarreal ng lupa para magtayo ng properties o mga bahay. Since natanggap mong lupa from the government, ay kailangan i-account mo under PAS 20 kasi may kondisyon na kailangan magtayo ka ng pabahay. Okay? Example pa natin, for example, isa kang farmer. Okay? For example, isa kang farmer at nakatanggap ka ng lupa. Pero ang kondisyon is kailangan magtanim ka ng palay. Since yung natanggap mong lupa is may galing sa gobyerno at may kondisyon, kailangan i-account mo under PAS 20. Okay? Next is receipt of financial aid in case of loss from a calamity. For example, nagkaroon ng calamity, nagkaroon ng bagyo. Isa kang farmer, nagkaroon ng bagyo, tas nasira lahat ng mga pananim mo. Since nasira lahat, binigyan ka ng pera or financial aid ng government para makapagsimula uli, kailangan i-account mo siya under PAS 20. Okay? Another example is yung mga forgiveness of an existing loan from the government. For example, may utang ka sa gobyerno, no? Tapos hindi ka na makabayad at pinatawad ka naman, yung mga forgivable loan. Ibig sabihin, under PAS 20, kailangan i-account mo siya as government grants. Okay? Another example is mga benefits of government loan with below market rate of interest. For example, merong pautang si gobyerno. Tapos yung pautang niya is mababa kesa sa mga private institution. Okay, no? Since masyado siyang mababa doon sa mga private institution, yung difference from the interest na natanggap mong utang versus doon sa interest ng mga private institution should be recognized under PAS 20. Okay? So, ang government grants are recognized if there is a reasonable assurance, no? Meron daw reasonable assurance that the attached condition will be complied. Ibig sabihin yung mga condition na binigay sa'yo ng gobyerno is magagawa mo and the grants will be received. Okay? Magagawa mo yung condition at matatanggap mo yung mismong grants. Okay? Government grants are recognized in profit or loss on a systematic basis over the period in which the entity recognized as expense the related cost for which the grants are intended to compensate. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan nakamatch yung income versus dun sa expense. Okay? Kailangan nakamatch yung income dun sa related expenses niya. Okay? So, ano ang measurement basis ng mga government grants? For example, ang natanggap mo is monetary grants. Ibig sabihin, related sa pera or may contractual rights to receive cash. Kailangan, ang measurement basis mo is yung cash na na-receive mo, yung actual cash, or the fair value of the receivable. Okay? So, cash siya or yung fair value ng matatanggap mong receivable. Okay? Paano naman kapag non-monetary? Ibig sabihin, not related sa money. Example niyan is mga inventories, PPE, intangibles. Kailangan ang measurement basis mo ng government grant is yung fair value nung natanggap mo or the stated value. Stated value or nominal value. Okay? So, fair value or stated value or yung nominal value nung non-monetary grants. Okay? So, under PAS 20, no, kailangan i-account mo yung government grants under two methods, no. Mamimili ka lang, no, kung capital approach or income approach, no. Pero generally, ang ginagamit under PAS 20 is yung income approach na kung saan yung grants is recognized in profit or loss over one or more period, no. As long as ma-meet mo yung criteria, yung condition, at ma-match mo sa expense. Kasi ginagamit lang yung capital approach, no, kapag ang nagbigay ng grants is shareholders. Okay, no? Pag shareholders ang nag-buy, saka mo lang magagamit ang capital approach. Ang tawag nga dito is donated capital. Okay, no? Na direkta siyang magre-report sa retained earnings. Okay? Ano ang mga example ng mga transactions under government grants, no? So, number 1, if the grants is related to a depreciable asset, kailangan i-recognize mo daw in profit or loss over the period in the portion in which the depreciation expense on those asset is recognized. So, for example, ang binigay sa'yo is PPE. Okay? For example, dito na lang, no? Ang binigay sa'yo is PPE. Okay? Equipment. So, ang recognition mo is debit equipment, credit, deferred income. Okay? Kasi kailangan i-match mo yung depreciation dun sa recognition mo ng income. Kaya dapat naka-liability muna yung income. For example, yung equipment is 100,000. Okay? Tapos, yung equipment, ang life niya is for 5 years. Under straight line method, yung equipment mo, i-depreciate mo, so magkakaroon ka ng additional entry. So, debit, debt expense, depreciation expense, credit, accumulated depreciation. Okay, no? So 100 divided by 5 years, meron kang 20,000 na depreciation. Okay? Siyempre, since kailangan mo daw i-match yung related expense dun sa related income, kailangan may additional kang entry na magkakaroon ka ng recognition ng income dun sa deferred income. So may additional entry ka na debit, deferred income, credit, income. Okay? Amounting to 20,000. Okay? So, kailangan nakamatch dun sa related expenses. Next transaction daw is kapag related sa non-depreciable assets, no? Recognized in profit or loss when the cost of fulfilling the attached conditions are incurred. For example, a grant of land condition on the construction of building on it's recognized over the period that the constructed building is depreciated. For example nga, gaya nga nasabi doon sa example, kailangan makapagpatayo ka daw muna ng building. Binigyan ka ng lupa, pero kailangan matayuan daw ito ng building. Okay? From the time na nagkaroon ng building, saka ka lang magkakaroon ng income. Okay? Pag naitayo na yung building, saka ka lang magkakaroon ng income. So, ibig sabihin, ang entry mo is debit land. Okay? Debit land. Credit, deferred income. Okay? Meron kang debit land, credit, deferred income. Mare-revise lang, mare-reclass lang yung deferred income kapag ka natayo na yung building. Kapag na-meet na yung condition, saka mo lang mare-recognize yung income itself. Okay? And last transaction is grant received as financial aid for expenses or loss already incurred are recognized immediately in profit or loss when the grants become receivable. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kapag financial aid ang binigay sa'yo, once na na-receive mo na yung mismong financial aid, naka-credit ka agad ito sa profit or loss statement. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, hindi na siya dadaan sa liability account, but rather, dadaan na siya sa profit or loss statement, which is income. Okay? So, hanggang dun na lang muna, no? Kung meron kang gustong i-clarify under PAS 20, comment down below, no? So, salamat sa pakikinig. Hanggang sa muli. Paalam!